Hey, so I've been in Montepulciano for about 5 days now, I think. I haven't been doing videos this whole time. I think I got a little sheepish because of what happened with my one YouTube video that really caught on. Um, Luckily, I seem to have gone back to total anonymity because that was the only one that really did. I don't think anyone who's watched that 30-second video of me talking about eating pizza was interested in my normal 12-minute videos. um, I'm standing at my window right now. It's night. I can kind of show you the street. Um, the bells are ringing in the church nearby. I can smell wood fire smoke and the smell of meat roasting. I'm on the top floor of this building and I have views of the street and the beautiful tiled roofs of the city, and in the kitchen I have a view of the countryside. Apparently you can see all the way to Umbria from here because we're on the border. Montepulciano is on the top of a hill. It's got narrow streets. I say these words a lot, but it feels like a fairy tale here. It's truly incredibly beautiful. And every moment here feels almost overwhelming and poignant, and it is unfortunately very isolated, this town, which is, I think, part of the reason why it is still so beautiful. There are a lot of tourists who come through here, but they're mostly day visitors, and the city itself is extremely well preserved. I don't really know what to say. It is isolated, and I'm not sure how long I could spend here, at least without a car, because it's such a small city or town, really. There's things they just don't have here that are hard to find. On the other hand, it's only about a 45-minute bus ride to another town called Chiusi that has a train station that will take you to Rome and Florence and Venice and anywhere else you might want to go. I just haven't really ventured outside of Montepulciano since Saturday. Today's Thursday. Partially just because I'm so enchanted with the town and I'm so happy with my apartment that I don't really see the need to go somewhere else. But I could see that maybe long term it could start to be a bit frustrating. I don't know. I just know being here feels like I finally found the place that I was trying to find. I feel like that's true in Perugia too, but the experience of being here, I think, is the experience that I wanted when I came to Italy. And I've definitely been studying Italian much more intensely while I've been here. Even though the group that I'm in is less advanced than the group that I was in Lucca. It's the most advanced group in the school, but it's a smaller school. I suspect that I'm the most advanced student again, because I am in the most advanced class. And I'm significantly farther along than the other 3 students in my class. And unfortunately, those other 3 students are all finishing at the end of this week, and I have a feeling that they're going to tell me that next week I have to switch to private lessons, which are only 2 hours a day instead of 4. It's the same cost, but it means I'll be on my own and only have 2 hours a day of work, which means the rest of the day to myself, which maybe will be nice. If I can start my lessons later in the morning, it means I can have time to maybe go for a run or work out before without being so rushed. But it is also a bit sad. Loneliness is the biggest struggle on this trip. Absolutely. Isolation and loneliness. And not even being in a class of other students during the day, I think, is maybe making it worse. Who knows? I haven't really bonded with the other 3 students, so maybe it won't change anything. But which is a bit sad though, because it's like that part I wish it was a little better. I wish it was a little less lonely. But Montepulciano and my apartment and this region, which is called the Val d'Orcia, it's a valley in Tuscany. It's where they shot some of those final scenes in Gladiator that are so beautiful, where there's like these winding roads with cypress trees. It's just outside Montepulciano. In fact, yesterday we went to a garden. The school organized a trip to a garden, and standing in the garden, you could see the side of the hill that has that winding road, the famous winding road that you see in all the pictures of Tuscany with the cypress trees. I don't know. I feel so conflicted being here because it is exactly what I wanted to find, and yet I'm experiencing quite a bit of melancholy while I've been here, which I think is because of the loneliness part, and the feeling of isolation. And it makes me feel like this is where I should be, but maybe I shouldn't have come alone. It's hard. Maybe next week will be better. I mean, I struggled my first week in Lucca, and then my second week in Lucca, I made friends, and I was much happier. And here in Montepulciano, a lot more of the pieces fit together immediately. I mean, I'm just absolutely enthralled with where I'm staying. It's beautiful. The city is beautiful. I can't imagine any of those aspects being better than they are. And now the only piece that remains is just the sadness of being alone so much of the time. So, I don't know. But I mean, the experience is incredible. It's the kind of place that you dream of when you dream of going to Italy. It's the place you dream of going, I think. At least I did. I'm getting a little choked up, actually. So, we'll see. I have to decide what to do myself this weekend. Whether I'm going to stay in town, or if I'm going to take a couple of trains and go to Rome for a day or two, which is totally an option. It might be easier to deal with the loneliness of if I'm in Rome, because I'll have a ton of things to do and I'll be really busy. If I'm here all the time, I'll probably end up spending a lot of time in the apartment, and that definitely makes it worse. So, I don't know. I'm thinking it over. I mean, the idea of having the opportunity to go to Rome and not going seems ridiculous. But I'm quite tired. It's been 5 weeks already, and I've done a lot of traveling. And it seems also kind of a waste to spend time away when I've found such a relaxing and beautiful place to be. So I'm thinking it over. For now, it's an incredibly lovely night. And I'm torn between enchantment and melancholy, which is maybe an appropriate state to be in Italy. All right, till next time.